Welcome everybody to the stream. When we last left off, we were right here at an entrance to the main city of Baldur's Gate. Last session was an eventful one. Minthara propositioned us for a relationship, surprisingly, or propositioned me despite originally thinking that I was not her type. I'm dead serious. That was, if I had to come up with a list of things that I did not think would happen in this game, that is the bottom one. That is the last one I thought would ever happen. I thought Minthara's type were the submissive types, but the second last thing, or maybe not the second to last, but definitely on the bottom rung was, I didn't think I'd actually start to like her too, and respect her. Hey everybody, Christina, and Luna. How you doing, White Wolf, Chelsea? It's good to see everybody. And Amber. Nubian, previously on, yes, previously on Baldur's Gate Z. Jen, greetings to you too, Brittany. And Cry. On top of that, we also found out the red star was actually a tentacle face. It was a mind flare. I thought that was strange going into it. Like, seeing the brain things, I didn't distinguish them. I might have been a little too far away to see their outline. I just deemed all of them as enemies. But then once I got closer, I realized the brain guys were outlined in green, which means they're an ally. And then I saw the mind flare and thought, that's odd, why is that there? Cutscene. I went through all 5 stages of grief right then and there. Starting with denial, like prove that you are who you claim to be. Ending it with, frustration, acceptance. I was thinking about that one scene where the red star was dressed in that freaking Greek goddess outfit, the Greek goddess of miniskirts outfit. I'm like, bro, that was you the entire time? That was you the entire time. What was with the Greek goddess of miniskirts outfit on? Come on. Like, why did you do that to me, man? I couldn't deal with it. Here we are. We made it to the city, picked up a couple side quests. Ooh, met Gale's friend, Tressum, a sort of cat monstrosity with wings. Now we're right here. Got into a couple of confrontations. I've diffused previous confrontations, except for the clown fight, where a couple of doppelgangers attacked us. And now here we are. Salam to you too, Autumn. Siamese, good to see you. So, the reason why I also ended right there last stream is because I wanted to give this some thought before I actually just barreled on in. I wanted to make sure that I didn't do this on a whim. Wanted to make sure that I thought this through. And as much as I am quite certain, more than just certain, that I could beat this thing easily, I'd rather not become an enemy of Baldur's Gate, the city. I'd like to take things one at a time. So, unfortunately, I am going to consent to arrest, clear my name there, probably because at the same time, if this guy serves the Absolute and was programmed by Gortash, that probably means that there are some enemies on the inside that are trying to maintain discretion. I feel like I'll have a better time escaping from a jail rather than fighting my way to the front. So I'm just going to do it this way, sadly.
Your peaceful surrender has been noted.
Of course you disapprove, Lae'zel.
You will be transferred to Wyrm's Rock Prison.
Exactly where I need to go.
Further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Nimble, that was one of the gnomes that we...
Take heed.
Damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Ah.
Fascinating.
Let's just sneak on by. That was one of the deep gnomes that we saved. Okay, so it's dysfunctional now. This unit is damaged, citizen. Okay, so we just avoided a fight. I don't know if that's a good thing or if it's like, sadly we avoided a fight. But either way, we're in the city now. Dang though, I do want to go to Wyrm's Rock, unless I'm thinking of somewhere else. Because there is a... maybe he was talking to me. Let's just see, is there anything up here? Nope. Nothing I can probably take for myself. So let's go see what this guy is talking about.
not have a word. Is that blood? No, never mind.
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You!
Oh.
You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well.
That sounds a bit radical. That sounds like a job for the Flaming Fist. Yeah, I'll let that be your job.
I agree. But we can't leave our posts. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Wyrm's Rock for the coronation. You've the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay.
See, I'm more of a giant slayer than a vermin person. So, bring you their head. Sounds a bit radical. I'll take the job. Goodbye. But first, what do you have to trade? Nothing. Get out of my face. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and start this off by meeting up with that contact.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
Southern Span checkpoint. Let's see, the contact that is up here. Yes, find Voss in Sharess's Caress. South Spawn Wyrmling, Wyrm's Crossing. I might actually be thinking of Wyrm's Crossing. There's a giant sword I want to pick up.
It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Slow down, sweet librarian. Does this take already?
You are under arrest for being too chill and have the right to remain silent. Oh, White Wolf. So let's see.
What does it feel like?
As to how to even get into that building is going to be a big question. What?
My body burns like the Monday's sun. Are you sure?
And
The neighbours said they had 15.
the person with you.
The neighbours are talking out their asses.
Fruit, vegetables.
What up in your face? Oh, there we go. Your skin hadn't loaded there. Excuse me, we're talking. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ah, just, okay, never mind.
If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
I mean, real life, I would have been buying your stock up.
An apple a day keeps the absolute away.
Apple a day keeps the absolute away. I mean, normally, I found that an apple a day definitely helps me. Yeah, funny little fact, just a random tidbit about Icy. Ever since he was a kid, he likes fruit, but for some reason I always liked apples a lot. Still do, but nothing like a nice, juicy, crisp apple, you know? Either way, sometimes it's a nice snack. What is this guy selling?
I am not going inside.
In a brothel.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art?
Huh. I'll take a look. Ooh. Feywild Green and Dundee? What is that? Harlequin Black? I'll have to come back and see. I want to see what that looks like, now that I know that he has it. That's good to know. Alright.
Do come again.
Yeah, good old Honeycrisp apples. Speaking of Honeycrisp, Amber, and Hobbit, I don't know if any of you remember that one show from years ago. It was called Once Upon a Time. It's in here. Oh, this is Sharess's Caress. There's a show.
Your worries. Indulge yourself.
So it is a brothel. Boss, why did you want to meet up in a brothel? What's even going on in here? Gorilla? You know it's alarming when you can't even tell some of the workers from the patrons. I can't tell if some of these people are workers here or patrons. Let's see.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Arctic. It's like, let's see. How hot am I to your guess? Arctic. Not my choice. You're way off, I'm afraid. 3 costume changes minimum. Son of a... Wait a minute. What else does she sell, though? Oh, for goodness sake. You're way off.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure. You crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait.
Says, your eyes tell a story. Can you understand the language?
A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
I don't think you speak my language, let alone dialect. Will this stern librarian of yours be back tomorrow? You have drow escorts on hand? That does sound tempting. No, thank you. Look, I already have companionship at the moment, and she definitely knows some weak spots, as we saw last time. Oh, this I gotta see.
I put it on especially for you're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
She's supposed to be a...
Else, darling,
No, she's not an
another
orc.
sip
She doesn't
and
have the
I'm like to
tusks.
spill over.
That is a skin tone for
But
wood
I'm
elves, so maybe she is
spicier
that?
flavours. How about you give me a taste?
There is no way I'm butting into that.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver.
What?
You are a beast among men. No, a dragon.
What?
Setting my phoenix nest aflame.
Hey, you leave me out of this. I mean, you leave dragon talk out of this.
I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips.
Alright, skip. Skip.
Hoots, order up. Another tankard for the fist.
Yeah, she's just playing him. She's just making sure that he spends more money. Alright, so that's, so it's just a worker doing what she does. Double doors? That better not be to a bedroom. Oh, nope, just to the balcony. Alright. Oh, is he also a patron? No, citizen. Or is he also a worker here? Alright, let's see. Voss, why did you have us meet here, of all places? There better not be some Githyanki. What the... Valeria?
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria!
Oh, forget flying. You are gone with the wind.
Recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple.
Yeses.
Bet she's put you up to something.
I think you might be put away by something. She asked me to find Lorgren's real killer, seeing as you can't be bothered.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Frankly, nothing. Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
He definitely drank Dumbo's whiskey. Montserrat, I don't want to know what Dumbo's whiskey is. Jet. A drunk flying elephant. I've seen everything. Exactly, Donna. Now I've seen everything. Not just a drunk flying elephant. This is a drunk flying golden elephant that can talk and smokes a pipe. And what type of hat is that even? And why is your hat so small? Alright. I haven't found anything of note.
It was the height of arrogance, then, to disturb me. Don't come back unless you've got something worth saying.
Ah, here we are. Okay. What are you waiting for? So nobody here can be spoken to, it seems. What is with all these waiting rooms? What are they waiting for? You know what? I think we know exactly what they're waiting for, and we're just going to ignore that. If anybody asks me how much I charge, they're going to get smacked. And then I'll charge them for that. Oop, hang on, hang on. There we go, screen. There we go, frame rate. Man, the wings are flapping so fast, it's crashing the computer. There we go. There we go. Right, so let's just move around here for a little bit. There's bound to be a set of stairs somewhere. Over here. Oh, yes, over here. Amber. I see. You have a flying elephant before you, and the size of his hat is what is in question. Yes, dear. That's exactly what's on my mind. If anything, I'd say I'm asking the real questions. Like, what flavor is that bubbly he's got? Why is his hat so small if he's not? Honey is a luxury. We don't have honey. Oh, I've got honey I could sell you. Who's talking? Alright, I'll just have to remember that. And sell them some honey. Yeah, I am not going to go into any of these rooms that are locked. Investigate Voss. Here we go. This isn't locked, and Voss should be behind here. I better not walk in on something. I walked in on something! That's why you met up at a brothel. And why are there so many rose petals here? Raphael, wine, rose petals, a steamy sauna. Why'd you really invite me here?
Much more than your fate and mine rests on it. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
One more thing before we begin.
Didn't mean to skip that. I meant to examine what those petals were. They were wine spillings or petals? Yes? You saying I'm quite the catch? Oh no.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I see. Challenge this devil to a violin contest. You know what? What I wouldn't give to be able to do that. I have performance checks out the yin. Did you just cure me of the tadpole? With a click of your fingers. I feel empty. What did you do? Another party trick. Show me something real. What did you do?
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
At this point, I'd trust the illithid more than I trust you, but now I absolutely know he's got his own agenda. Oh, man. I still can't get that out of my head, a freaking illithid approaching me in a miniskirt like, no! Get that away from me! And just as the polygon, the love polygon was taking off, I'm never gonna get a decent night of sleep. Yeah, this would be the last place I'd be after this. Alright, I trust the illithid more than I trust you at this point. Then speak freely. Tell me why you brought me here. Clever. But when we first met, you promised me a cure. This isn't a cure. Alright, then speak freely. Tell me why you brought me here.
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Chat, stop simping for Raphael, dang it. Listen to Brittany, stay strong, sisters. Okay, mathematically speaking, the love shape can technically have an infinite number of sides. I see. Nubian, I don't like what you're implying right now, especially after the simping for Raphael. We're going to skip right past this. The Astral Prism? The Emperor? Or Orpheus? I'm going to say the Astral Prism.
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Orpheus's guards tried to kill me. He's dangerous. Why would you want to free him? That is a good point. He's probably got to deal with Kithrak Voss.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days?
Can you please never say that again?
Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
All the evidence I've seen suggests Orpheus is my enemy, and the Emperor is my ally. The Emperor is the only reason I'm still alive. Right. Fine. How do you free him? How do I free him? Oof. We've got to decide right now whether or not the Emperor's our best ally, or if Orpheus is. But the Emperor wants me to become an illithid. And Orpheus will kill me if I free him. So at this point... Yeah, the Emperor is the only reason I'm still alive at this point.
No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, You may have to kill him.
Yep. And then that tadpole in my head turns me into an illithid. At this point, I've just got to stick with my guns. I am perfectly okay with dying at this point, but I'm not going to let my body turn into an illithid and be used to harm other people. So at that point, I'd say it's better off die. I'd be better off dead at that point. Alright, it's worth taking the risk, but how do I free Orpheus? I'm convinced. Tell me how to free Orpheus. We're done here. I'm leaving. It's worth taking the risk, but how do I free Orpheus? Risk is all I've got.
Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
You really do want us to make a deal with you, don't you? I mean, perfect. Give it to me. Sounds too good to be true. It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need. Yes.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to sit Karlach on you. Alright. What are you hoping to get out of all of this? I suppose you want my soul in exchange for the hammer. Just tell me what you want. I'm not bargaining with you, Raphael. I suppose you want my soul in exchange for the hammer.
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent, though it would be.
Would you please never say that again?
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Oh, Raphael. You know me, and you know that I have an endless well of hope, and once it dries up, that means my life is extinguished at this point. It's my companions, though, that I am worried about. But truthfully, I know Karlach would rather be better off dead. I know Lae'zel would be. Shadowheart as well. A lot of my companions, I'm sure, would be better off dead. Would say that they're better off dead than giving you that thing. Those that wouldn't would like to keep it for themselves. I'm tempted, but tell me why you're so eager to get a hold of that crown. Well, that's simple right there. It's a Netherese crown. If it can control an Elder Brain, either he wants to use that Elder Brain to control the world, or he's going to use that on somebody even more powerful than the Elder Brain, like a lesser deity, perhaps. What exactly is that crown? Dude, Gale just told you what it is. I'd be insane to give such a powerful artifact to a devil. Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. the hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme.
Oh, boy.
Me.
The 9 layers of
Zariel wouldn't like
Avernus.
that much.
Yeah.
But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
You think Zariel's the worst option out of all those 9 archdevils? Please, Asmodeus, the one at the very center of it all. Asmodeus is basically D&D's version of the devil, of Satan himself, and as such, nobody even knows Asmodeus' real name. The thing is, when you know a devil's real name, you can actually control them, the same way a vampire controls their spawn. They have to answer. Raphael, I guarantee, is not this guy's real name, otherwise we would be able to control them. It's merely the identity he puts on when in this world. And no devil will ever reveal their real name to somebody, lest they be controlled. Nobody knows what Asmodeus' real name is, where even his real body is. Every little fledgling that every body that they see of him is just a fledgling. This guy thinks that he can control that. He's bound to be mistaken, unless that's who he intends the crown for. Still, there's your little D&D lore dump for today. Welcome, Ariel. Got a couple of people joining. Hey, everybody. For those just joining, we're speaking to Raphael. And he's offering to make us a deal that I can refuse. The idea of ruling all 9 hells doesn't fill me with joy. I think you'd make a fantastic Archdevil Supreme. What makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Karsus couldn't? Why didn't you take the crown there and then? I'll take the crown and use its power myself. So why didn't you take the crown there and then?
The Archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years.
Once what you
for
can't
a
have.
mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
It must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown where you couldn't. How did they come to have the crown? What makes you so sure I'll get the crown? Right? How did they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Lae'zel, do you want to know why I asked how they got a hold of the crown? How he revealed that they teleported into an archdevil's vault of all places? He just revealed where his hammer is, dear. Now, we just might have a way to get it out if the game has a mechanic for that, and I'm about 80%, I'm about 90% sure there is a way to get it. I have heard about a couple of items in this game that sadly were spoiled to me that are found in his House of Hope. As to whether or not we can get all of them, that's another story. But yes, from a roleplay perspective, I would just say to Lae'zel, he just revealed how we can get that hammer without taking the deal. I'll control the crown myself once I have the Netherstones. No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving. I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again. No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Yes, the make a deal trope, Luna. Oh, yes. What? Can we go back in? Talk to Raphael to consider the deal? No, thank you. Lae'zel.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it.
Lae'zel.
Why?
Because he told us how to get the hammer. Because we don't need the deal. We can take the hammer from the House of Hope. I don't trust that devil. That Orphic hammer is probably worthless. I'm not about to let Raphael become Archdevil Supreme. Oh, that's for sure. I'm questioning it myself. It's no. Lae'zel. He informed us how they took the hammer. And while I know that he'd likely have some precautions set up, there's bound to be a way to get into the House of Hope, even if it means teleporting in, and even if it means he's aware that we are there. Still, we just need to get invited. Or at the very least, we just need to find a way in and quickly get out. We can take the hammer from the House of Hope.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it.
Gosh, you beautiful toad.
Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
She is happy dancing in the background, Karlach. Oh man, Karlach happy dancing in the background because Icy didn't take the deal. Chat. Brittany, does this guy ever shut up? No, Brittany, I don't. Karlach, what do you think?
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose.
Can somebody explain?
Easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means.
I mean, if it could be taken from an archdevil, it could definitely be taken from a lesser devil. But can anybody explain to me why the two meatheads of the party somehow figured that plan out when the two wisdom builds didn't? Let's see. What do you suggest? Do we even need the hammer? I don't like facing Raphael here in the city. I'm sure as hell not heading into his lair. What do you suggest?
We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair.
Yes.
One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
Yes. One last trip for you, and better yet, I might not even bring you there just to hold up my deal. I'm not taking you back. Tell me more about your relationship with Gortash. The Emperor has offered us a special tadpole. All right. Shadowheart, what do you suggest?
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Good girl. Wanted to talk about our relationship. Let's look. We can talk about that at the camp. We can talk about that at the camp. Yes, Brittany, I know you were talking about. Well, I imagined you were talking about Raphael.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
I know. I was worried. It was nice to have a moment of peace and quiet. I know. I was worried.
Me too. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
It was the Elder Brain who was trying to take hold of me. Performance. Pretend to be clueless. I'm gonna have to play a game of 4D chess right now between the Elder Brain and the Absolute, the Emperor on another side and Raphael on another, with my own teammates as pieces, with myself as a piece on the same board. Boys, this is gonna be one heck of a game of 4D chess. Gosh, yeah! If only yeah, I'm gonna need the Eagle's Splendor for this one. Where are all my bonuses? Oh, thank heavens.
You didn't feel it? Then perhaps my protection. But I was sure. Never mind. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses and make sure this doesn't happen again.
He was likely going to do that either way, but this time, just need to make sure that we're careful about this. I think I'm going to need this right now. Let's send that back to camp. Send that to camp. I don't think we need that. The face painting kit? It will send that to camp as well. This is mostly going to be... Oh, that's just persuasion and deception. Still. They're talking about the librarian down there. People. Oh, and speaking of which, chat earlier... I told chat, if anybody asks how much I charge, so help me. And what do I get? I get a bunch of brats in chat that said, how much do you charge, I see? Like, depends on the service, and depends on the quality. Alright, here we go. Let's head out and see. Oh my gosh, they're waiting to turn. They look like office kids waiting for the principal to call them in. Like they know they're doing something they shouldn't. Oh my goodness. Is it just me seeing that or what? Alright, Voss.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
I took the bargain. I will free Orpheus at the first chance. Raphael did not offer any bargain. I'm not interested in pacting with devils, Voss. Wait a minute, what is he selling? Really? Nothing to trade? Nothing? Okay. Maybe we could buy this off of him. It's for only 42. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Deception, deception. Raphael did not... Oh, that's right. The Mind Flayer is listening in. I'm not interested in pacting with devils, Voss.
Skaketh. Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people.
Don't worry. I'll find a way to liberate Orpheus. It's not my cost to pay. Figure it out yourself. Raphael wants a powerful crown in trade. Who knows what chaos he might sow?
No more than Vlaakith will sow in Tunarath and beyond. No more than the Gale will sow across every plain. There is nothing I won't do, nothing I won't give to free Orpheus from the prison. The marks I bear are proof enough of that.
I was wondering how you got those.
You are the one who carries the astral prism. You are the one who must free the prince. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Gale. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
You know, I know Istik is probably just whatever my race is, or just a material plane dweller, which isn't technically true. As an Aasimar, I might even be a celestial. But still, every time you say Istik, it always makes me think you're saying dipstick. It's like, dipstick, I will wait in the underground. Dipstick, why didn't you take the plot? Why didn't you take the deal? It's like, dipstick, fetch me a Danish. It's dipstick this, dipstick that. Why doesn't anybody say, dipstick, how are you doing? Right. Orpheus sensed that tadpole before and his guard attacked. Why won't he attack if we free him? Or won't he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Gale. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
By the way, White Wolf, that I didn't get a chance to respond, but that image that you sent of Amity popping out of a box with a squirt gun. There she is. Hey, Amity. Actually, Autumn, you make a good point. Yeah, and how well has that worked so far, Voss, bearing those marks that you have? Slow your roll and play the game. Literally in this case. Exactly. Alright. Any idea where Raphael might keep the Orphic Hammer?
A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
Alright, here we go. I see, you better be careful. You're treading on thin ice with those words.
And mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
So he is listening in. Well, boy, am I glad I picked the right words. It's like, Icy, you better be careful. You're treading on thin ice with those words. Gee, who'd have thought that Icy would be treading on thin ice, Christina? Or treading on ice at all. Almost. What?
You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Oh, for goodness sake, you were listening.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Are you a fiend, dear?
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
She's
Oi.
definitely a fiend, isn't she?
You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down.
You better get used to disappointment. I'm not making any deals with him. Did he tell you... Did he tell you to try and win me over with your charms? I'm just considering my options. And who are you exactly?
I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you.
High hopes. Well, speaking of hopes and expectations, I gotta admit, I couldn't tell if you were a patron here or a worker. You better get used to disappointment, and I'm not making any deal with him. Did he tell you to try and win me over with his charms? With your charms?
Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though.
Okay.
The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city.
Brittany, exactly. Lady, stalking someone doesn't make you a friend. Yeah, you can't just be like, well, we've been dating in my mind for a long time. Madam, the number of times I've basically heard that with certain wordings may surprise you. So let's not tick that number even higher, shall we? Okay? What exactly is it you do for him? I doubt that. There are plenty of good people here. Alright, maybe you're right. I don't cuss. What exactly is it you do for him?
Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You.
Your job is...
You openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been.
Maybe I rejected him too harshly, then why make demands of me instead of just helping? I'll stop the brain without his help. I don't believe a devil cares about the fate of the world.
I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients.
Look, I'm not convinced. I'll stop the brain without his help.
I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Bye, Amity. Oh, and after the conversation ends, what I should be saying is bye, Felicia, Carmilla. Bye, Carmilla. Oh, what is your name? I'll just say bye, Secretary Carilla. I nearly called you Gorilla. Let's see.
Especially for you.
Alright, we'll just see if there's a cutscene. Does that look like... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, that looks like a spell on her. That's for the little teleportation thing outside. Gotcha. Yeah, at least we know what's going on in this room. I'm more impressed by this guy's music.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
That reminds me, I need to start playing on the street more often. Hello.
Do you think we've done something wrong?
All right. These are the infamous two I keep hearing about. Okay. Does this lead somewhere? Outside, perhaps? Oh. What is the purpose of that door? Does she follow wherever the camera's facing? Hang on. I gotta test this. Does she follow the camera? Never mind. That was just very well timed. Alright. Yet... I'm sorry, Shadowheart. She was facing the other way like, these are some really nice curtains. Look, Shadowheart, we'll leave, okay? I think now is a good time to say, Shadowheart, I am a fantastic dancer. I can make it up for you tonight. Alright, here we go. Let's see where we can go into the city. We've got talk to the right. No, I'm not going to reconsider the deal. Bring the spirit of the amulet to Shira. Gather information about the murders. Okay. And investigate the circus. Well, it seems that we've got quite a bit of ground to cover, but you know what? I'd like to explore more into the city. Oh, for the love of bell-bottom jeans, why is this closed?
Up there.
Is this a silver dragonborn? Oh, it is. I've got a silver dragonborn I think I want to introduce to her now.
If you are in need need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Shares's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
Ah. I suppose that... Is she wearing a... Yeah, I suppose that explains the outfit.
Speak.
Now, where does this go? Wow, quite the view from up here. Good gosh. Have we seen that down there? No, we have not been down there. I think that was the out-of-bounds area.
I got it.
Yeah, one barrel. Why not? Water. There's already plenty of fresh water around this place, if you know what I mean. Let's just move on. Right. So at this point, we now need to figure out how to get into the city proper. Dang. I mean, we're in Baldur's Gate right now. But before I go into side quests, I think I'd like to see how to actually get here. Oh, for goodness sake, we got 1, 2, 3.
Oh, not this again.
Yet, not this again.
Appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Oh, good to know. Yes, Christina, I dance. Couldn't you see me dancing, shaking the entire screen right there? It clearly made everybody nervous. So how do we get up there? Keep Fishaw?
Wyrm's Rock's off limits. You got a problem? See Ellen there.
Alright. Well, at least I know how to get in, roughly, or at least who to speak to. Oh, Lae'zel. Nope. Don't need to speak with Lae'zel. Ellen, there you are.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Wyrm's Rock's closed for the day.
What's special about today? Okay, Baldurian, Baldur's Gate is my home. I don't need permission to enter. Oh, that's right. I selected Baldurian as my home in this. You know, this is my VTuber model. He's been to a couple different places. His persona that he's taken on... The persona he's taken on here is that of a Baldurian. It's like, Baldur's Gate is my home. I don't need permission to enter.
Special occasion. Wyrm's Rock is closed. Invited guests only.
Let's see. If a ballroom dancer, granted still not professional, may make a suggestion, I see. I advise against waltzing for romancing. I suggest Argentine tango. You mean that dance that basically puts two bodies that close together? Pretty much enough to put a magazine between the two and a magazine won't fall? Yeah, I see what you mean by that. Yes, Olivia, Shadowheart has white hair now. What's so special about this occasion?
Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards.
Let's see. I'm here to protect Archduke-elect Gortash. Never going to say that. That would be a deception check. An assassin is in pursuit of Duke Ravengard. I need to warn him. See, that should be the persuasion check. I'm meant to be in the coronation orchestra. It's my big break. Yes. Such a bother. What if I were to contribute to the Flaming Fist Orphans Fund? You know, let's go for this one. Please let me in. I'm meant to be in the coronation orchestra. It's my big break. Oh wait, that's deception. You know what? My best one is persuasion. So, let's go for that. Oh man. You know what? Let's go for deception here. DC 30 check. I'm gonna need... But that's quite a bit of bonuses. Maybe I can do it. This is one heck of a lucky check. Oh, yeah! Oh, dearie. This was my big break.
Workshire minstrels, I swear to home. Whatever. I'm not getting it in the neck because some flautist was missing. You want the last door on the right. Hop to it, Bard. You're late enough as is.
I love that she didn't even question all the armor and all that. I look more like a paladin than a bard. special permission. Oh. Out of my way, suits. I've got a show to get to, but first... I'm gonna get me that crossbow. I'm gonna get me that sword.
No one's stopped me yet.
Procedures be dead. I really got inspiration for pulling a Karen. This game is awesome.
We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
A pleasure to meet you. Could we talk face to face?
Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation.
Very well.
Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Sounds good.
Invitation from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Oh, thank heavens. Speaking of which, let's just say we need to trade out just one spell here. How about... Yeah, trade out that one for just in case. Hello, gorgeous. Just in case. In case she can't.
I've always kind of hated this place. Such a do about a damned bridge.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's just a bridge. Is it really worth all that?
Oh, that's right. I need to raise my
Something
charisma.
you hate for no good reason.
Wasting time, like what we're doing.
I dislike owls.
Now, they said that it is... Here we go, confront Lord Gortash.
You know what, Ray? I couldn't agree more.
Oh, autosaving. Joy. Hang on, there's 1, 2. There's 2 more Steel Watchers around here. One of them with a massive sword, and I didn't quite see. Does that one have a crossbow? Yes, it does. It has a crossbow on its back. Oh, man. Yeah, originally the one mod in question, and another one with a sword, is for me to be able to use those. Alright. Here we go. Wait a minute. Hang on, this isn't the right room.
What are you doing in here?
Wrong room. I'll just head out.
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
Oh. Oh. I need to stop hovering my mouse over the OBS. It's slowing down the game. Come on, game.
You're not a fist.
Yeah, I really need to get an allocator.
Or I'll wake the others.
I really need to get a RAM allocator. There we go. Great idea. They can deal with you. Gods, wake up. Hand over the lockpick, you thieving little worm. Sure, if you want me to tell them you were trying to steal their belongings. Paladin, persuasion. I can't go yet. I'm still waiting for you. I'm waiting on your explanation. Why were you stealing? Or, yeah. Let's just play a little game of paladining. Lovely.
I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke.
Boy, it's not fair to rob your colleagues, though, no matter how expensive the boat is. Seriously, though. Don't make it somebody else's problem. Why do you need to leave? You'll be looked down as a coward for deserting your post. Yeah, why do you need to leave? Is it because of the siege or something else?
You haven't heard. An army is coming.
It's the siege.
They're saying it's unstoppable. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this.
You seem capable from where I'm standing. Will this get you home? Hand over everything you stole, and I'll let you live long enough to run. I've heard enough. Guards, I've spotted a thief. Get a grip. You're a soldier. Act like one. You seem capable from where I'm standing.
I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home.
Is your wife home? Or is she here as a fist too? Hey. Gee, glad I didn't wake anybody up. Hey, buddy.
Something's on my mind.
Yeah, something's on his mind.
You shouldn't be in here. This barracks is private.
Alright. Let's just make sure that we're going to the right room then.
I'm telling you. They're harmless.
See, how was I supposed to know that this door takes me over to that room? Must be a big room.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
It's hardly even a room over there. It's more like a massive closet. Man's stuck in the closet. Don't worry. Maybe an owl will invite you to a nice school.
It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, what?
I'm a fist and tell me
Sister.
what the
He wasn't even hurt.
What's this? Your
You heard
fistliness?
anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Are they going to arrest us?
Why would they arrest you?
Says you entered the house before the fire started.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
What is even going on with you people? Okay, confront
Are they going to
Gortash.
arrest us?
I almost believed you.
Throw us in jail.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
Oh man. As sharp as spoons, as dull as knives. As dull as rocks.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Oh boy. What did you guys even do?
Home in no time.
Or not do, I should say.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
I wish you the best. I wish that I could say something positive right now, you.
All we can do is be patient.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me
All
what you were
right.
doing in the house.
Ah, on the next floor up. Right, that's a... The arrow means next floor up. Gotcha. Alright, here we go. Oh, would you look at that? A couple of cinnamon rolls.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Cinnamon roll, and nobody's declaimed them. Fruit porridge, don't mind if I do. Now... Oh, there's no... Come on. Wait, a wanted poster? Recruitment... Okay, maybe I can help out with these. Let's see, the wanted poster. My name better not be on there.
Wanted Iron Hand Gnomes.
Wanted. Come on, let's check the wanted poster, make sure we're not up there.
No, dear. I don't know.
Okay, next one.
All we can do is be patient.
Can I not read them? Nope, can't. A warning and a recruitment poster.
Let none transgress on this blessed day. Lord Gortash's ceremony will proceed without hindrance.
All right, let's
Non-compliance
just...
will be punished.
This only goes down. Is there one that goes up? Passageway? Where does that go? Alright. Before I start going places that'll probably get me into trouble, let me just ask this person.
Nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened. This is the armory. Not a bloody open house. Fists only.
Now clear off.
What a pleasant darling you must be. Oh, I'd like to trade with you.
Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper?
Do I look like a bard?
This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist.
Look, Lord Gortash himself told me to speak with you about my requirements. Were you not informed? Either you trade with me or I suggest you start running. What if I were to pay for, say, a trading license first? Let's see. Gortash, no, don't get her in trouble. You better have something good for sale. Oh, thank goodness, persuasion checks.
A trading license? Right. Right. Yes. I could provide you with one of those for the official fee.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll have to look up what you are actually selling.
Good. Clear off then. I'm busy.
Alright, let's hope this actually takes me somewhere that I need to go. Don't want my game to be... Wait a minute, just open up a map. Duh. Open up a map. Is there a stairway somewhere around here? Enter the audience hall. Get Gortash's necklace. Oh, for the love of all that is sweet. It's probably this way. But first, let me just go down here to see if that's the way. Fists only, huh? Boom! No! I'm pretty sure that's not what they meant. Works for me! It works for me. What's right here? Bring the spirit amulet. Yet let's not spark any fights. Oh, he's asleep. Risen entrance? Good to know. Yeah, let's go back up. Give it a shot.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Let's rehearse.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
And tell me what you were doing in the house.
Right, well, at least I've unlocked that little quick travel option. Okay, let's go to here. This is probably audience hall. Yep, it's gotta be.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Moving there. Here we go. Now, what do we have in here? What the?
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Going, but first and foremost, what the devil are you doing here?
If it isn't little Wyll's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Wyrm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can.
I'm surprised you had abreast of this situation.
I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
I'd hate to have to use my sword to create more cleavage in you. Alright. Fine, you're not interested in talking, maybe?
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Alright, let's just see. Does the audience hall. Might as well. Here we go. White Wolf, you just wish that they had a BG3 free character creation game where you didn't have to download the whole game. Hang on a second. I feel like... Oh, hello. So that is why that was above. Alright. Confront. Parade.
Not as bad as it could have.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
I really should have had Wyll with me.
Him. Gortash.
We'll get him, dear. We'll get him.
I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
Fine. Careful, Karlach. The Steel Watch will destroy us in one swing if we attack Gortash. That's a lie, and she knows it. We might need Gortash alive to save the city. Let's wait to strike until we've had the chance to question him. Oh, what I wouldn't give for that. Fine, I guess I've just got to persuade her of that and hope that she knows I'm lying through my teeth. See, that'd be a deception check in my case. Voice of the Circle? I think that's only once per long rest, so let's not. Guidance. Thank goodness I got that enhance ability spell.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'm serving that monkey to you on a platter like it was the Temple of Doom.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
Don't test your luck. Okay, come on, game. Come on. You know, the silent awkwardness or uncomfortableness, the tension in the room really builds when the game is skipping. I don't know if it's silent tension or awkward silence, but either way, it's building with this skipping. Come on. Alright, let me click on OBS real quick just to let this game pause on my end. Give it a chance to catch up.
Respect! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
When I edit this into a compilation, I am going to redo this and just film on the side without OBS in the game, fighting for RAM like it's two fat guys at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Although that screenshot definitely... the number of captions we could put on that screen, that face. No, this is supposed to be a tense moment. Game, come on!
Turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend.
Hang on, I do not want this to be ruined right here, so we are opening this up. Options.
Congratulations are in order.
Congratulations are in order. Hey, pause. I do not want this game to be ruined by a stupid frame rate. Refresh rate, double buffering, max frame rate. Yep, that's already set to 30. ASMR, auto detect. I'm keeping the model quality high. Do not tell me, no, you gotta lower it. First off, auto detect already set most of these. It's the fact that OBS and the computer are competing with it. If OBS is turned off, like if I don't have it running, just the game, this game runs like a race car. So maybe if I just click on... Oh, don't tell me the game just crashed already because I was opening that up. Nope. It just forcefully closed the menu. Okay, Gortash. Didn't have to flex your power like that.
The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown.
Gortash, I want you to know I wasn't listening to half of what you just said.
The Sword Coast's infected. You among them. A prism of yours won't last indefinitely.
All right. Okay, game, I get it. You want the last piece of dessert on the ram tray, but please at least share some of the little crumbs with OBS. The two of you can play nicely. Can I just have a second, people?
Next, the grand design.
There we go. Now let's see this. Now, Gortash looks like a stalkerish bum you'd feel sorry for. Yeah, I'm with the people who were disappointed on Gortash in the end. He was supposed to look like a gothic, hot metal band member, apparently, but now he looks like discount Snape from Harry Potter. He looks like Snape in his younger years, trying to win over Harry's mother. Oh no. That's an image I don't want to imagine. That's an image that's going to keep me up now. What kind of understanding do you suggest? Look, I'm not interested in bargaining with you with the likes of you. Better yet, I got an idea. If I just minimize the OBS window. Perfect. Let me just open it up on YouTube so I can see the chat from a different perspective here. I'm giving myself a free viewer is what I'm doing without even trying. I'm going to ask that nobody texts me right now, especially if you're in the Discord server. There we go. Perfect. And now I can see the chat right up close. Now I just need to find a way to put this. Oh, here we go. Set the phone like this. All right. You just got an ad for Weed Whacker Racer? What is with these ads? All right. What kind of understanding do you suggest? I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you. Okay, good. Frame rate returned. Why is the crown failing? You're a dead man. You're a dead man. I can't let you take the city over. Ooh, as much as I'd love to fight him right here and now. Maybe in an alternate playthrough. Why is the crown failing?
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you. Autumn, That's an image that's going to keep me up for now. Yep, that's right there along with the mini-skirted mind flare. Ow! Ah! I'm okay, chat. I just took psychic damage from that image. Yep, I'm going to be rolling intelligence saves and wisdom saves on disadvantage from now on. I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
I know he's going to just say, oh, you should be. What are you getting at? If she wants my blood, she'll have to find me first. And what are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. She might be anywhere. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Okay, what do you propose? You want me to believe you mean no harm to the city?
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
See, Christina, what's with everyone trying to make a deal with you, Icy? I don't know. What's with everybody in my camp trying to get into the romance polygon as well? Questions will always wonder. But that's why we call it 5D chess. There's 5 degrees, apparently, 5 difficulties. So let's see on the list now. We've got the Elder Brain we're fighting against, and these people. Actually, they're now their own. We've got Gortash, who we're trying to deceive. The Elder Brain, who we're trying not to be taken over by. We've got old Tentacle Face, whose name escapes me, the Emperor. We've got old... what's that devil's name? Raphael. Boy. And Orpheus. So that's 4 different groups at the moment. Oh wait, no, Voss is the 5th one I was thinking of. Alright, we're playing a game of 5D chess at this point. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not what D stands for, but I'm just going to call it 5D chess. Right. As allies, it seems none of you can be trusted. You, Orin, Ketheric. Very well. I pledge my solemn oath. Throw that option into the brig. I'll think about it. No promises. To hell's with your pact. Examine Gortash's body language and expressions. Can you trust him? No. I know that he'll honor this pact, but the thing is, if he wants to make a deal, it means that he knows he's on the receiving end of this. Let's detect his thoughts real quick. Have a feel. Oh, that's not near of a high DC as I thought. Alright, let's try this. Lovely.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. He keeps his word, I keep mine. We will rule as one.
The G in Gortash means goodbye. That's right, Jen. I'll think about it. To hell's with your pact.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger, hidden among us. Skvar.
Then we'll just have to go to the camp right after this.
Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
I'm making deals right now, but not the deals that you would take. You're on your own, Gortash. You're a dead man, Gortash. I can't let you take over the city. Will that spark a fight right now? Or fine. You're on your own, Gortash.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Ooh, boy. Chat, I do need to pause right here. Something is calling my attention. I'll be back briefly. I'll be back in just a moment. Pardon that, I am back, everybody, and we are going to get the game started. Anyway, just need to quickly take care of something because it sounds like combat might be starting. I'm contemplating it. I want to avenge Karlach. Truthfully, I really do. But right now, this doesn't seem like the opportune moment to, and yet, part of me is saying, I may not get that opportunity later on. This might be the opportune moment to fight him. Mainly because I doubt he's at his strongest right now. He is surrounded by several steel watchers, which are no joke. I know very well how hard those swords hit. 3d12 plus whatever their strength is, which is likely more than maxed out. And I think a couple other things, like sending the target flying upon getting hit. Still, though, we've got the DPS. But long term, though, I'm becoming more and more okay with not being allowed in the city at this point. I do still want to get a couple of goodies, though, here, before I go fight the Absolute. Still, maybe I could be satisfied with one of those giant swords dropped by the Steel Watch. Alright. Be a witness as I make history as the first Archduke. I almost said Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I have no interest in this sham of a ceremony. This stops now, Gortash. I'm taking you out. I'm wondering if the game would even let us take him out right now. I wouldn't be surprised. It is Act 3. But still, I have no interest in this sham of a ceremony. I still need to get into the House of Hope, so I'll come back for him after that.
Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
He's still making us watch.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Don't. You will only invite his ire and your own death.
Wait a minute. Stop this Gortash and Ravengard with the Absolute. Yes, chat, I am finding out, but you know. Yes, they are constructs, those Steel Watchers are, Christina. But I don't have my adamantine weapon in hand. I gave the adamantine weapon to Minthara. There's an adamantine longsword that, when hitting a construct, it always counts as a critical hit. But I think that only applies to, like, buildings constructs. But maybe. I'll have to look that up. It says you'll only invite his ire and your own death. Oh, that's what you say. Let's see. When we were walking in, I counted 4 steel watches. Shoot. We could focus fire on each one, but then Ravengard would be forced to attack us, and I can't do that. Fine. Keep quiet. But I could knock Ravengard out. But he'd still be under the influence of that tadpole. Maybe not if my artifact, though. I'll be honest, chat. I do have total confidence that we could take out those Steel Watch. It's the long-term repercussions that I'm thinking of, though. I'll have to come back and contemplate this one, see what happens, but part of me just really wants to be bold and say, stop, Gortash and Ravengard are with the Absolute. You'll only invite his ire and your own death. Gosh, what is going on in my head at the moment? Silence spell probably wouldn't be a good spell on the Watchers then. Probably. This has bad idea written all over it, Anna. You don't say. I am with some of my powerhouses right now. You know what? Oh, I think I just might fight this.
A traitor's words. He means to fracture this council.
Watchers to arms. The war of the Absolute has begun.
Fine then. Bring it! Let's see, 2 right over here. Oh boy, 4, 5, 6. There's 4. 2 more right here. Oh boy. 4, 6, 7, 8. 9. All right. So, interesting little situation that we're in right now. White Wolf fight. Looks like a fight is unavoidable. Oh, it's definitely avoidable. But I'll tell you this much. I've definitely been... Oh, is he surrounded by a shield? Shell of Resistance. He is. This right here. What is that? Disarm? An Incineration Caster. Oh, man. Fine. Okay, when I said I counted 6, clearly I was only looking over here. What I was thinking is we could hide behind the pillars, no doubt. Alright, even on the next floor above, there's 2 more Steel Watchers. Good gosh, no. Ah, man, even the fists are against us. Okay, ladies and gents. Oh, wow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? I will fight this out just to see how long we can go until we die. So let's do this. Fine. Let's do it myself. You know what? We want to take them out one by one, so let's hide behind the pillar.
Knees high.
There we go. Yep. You'll need the defensive attack, for sure. Hit it again! Yeah. We need to take out as many as we can. Oh boy, we might not get that opportunity. Opportunity attack, go ahead. Deal as much damage to it as you can. Oof. Dang, these things are fast. What I wouldn't give for one of these weapons. You know what? I also just realized... What in the... What was that? I also just realized I have a few weapons of my own that I've not been using. Alright, here we go. Okay, we need to go over here and get this guy, so... Lae'zel, over here.
No time to waste.
Oh no! Okay, so leading engagement over there. Noted. That 2% chance of hitting. Ooh boy. 16 armor class. What is she suffering? Nope, she's not. 75% chance of hitting. That's why. In that case, don't you have an arrow of... Yes, you do. An arrow of Construct Slay. Do it. No matter. Do it again. Better yet, you do not have Hunter's Mark. We are just going to pour out as much damage on these guys as we can. If Gortash gets away, he won't get far. Good. Now quickly get behind these columns. If anything Dark Souls has taught me, it's use the environment to your advantage. Get behind the columns. What was... what was the point of that? Oh no. Yeah, this is going to be one heck of a fight. Definitely going to test all of my mettle. Honestly, I don't expect to win this. I'm just going to fight as long as I can, because I'm just stubborn that way. Or at least stubborn when it comes to fighting. No! Shadowheart's down. Alright, already lost one. It's like, alright, Steel Watchers, I want you to know, you're gonna regret that. Maybe not. Oh yes, now the tiny ones are gonna fight. Amazing how she's maintaining concentration on that. Oh, shoot. Phase Optimizer? Oh no, why do I have a feeling that's the same thing as... Yep. That's the same thing as giving them the Potion of Speed, I bet. It hasn't even been my turn yet. Raven Guard, no! For those who have actually played this game, I'm curious how many of you have gotten to this part and said, yeah, I'm gonna fight them. Well, first and foremost, you'll want to know what potion I'm going to be drinking as a bonus action? It's happening. Cloud Giant Strength. My strength score has now been set to a whopping 20 frickin' 7, plus 8 to all my strength-related attacks. And now, for the attack. Let's go ahead and click another bonus action. I am going to need to drink one of these. Just for the extra attack. And finally... Oh boy, nope. You know what, for the first attack, I think I need to... We can't reach this guy. We're gonna hit one of these. Fine. Maybe I can... Oh, dang it, I gotta get Shadowheart up, because she's the one who's got the spell... The drop your sword spell. What in the world? This is not good. But maybe this has reach, right? Nope, not enough to hit 2 of them in a row. Fine. I'll risk getting hit, potentially. Let's do this. Son of a... Oh, it was hit like a train. Oh, every time I get hit, they drain my movement. Alright, here we go. I want you to know you're going to regret that. Nobody has hold construct in my party, Christina. Alright, here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to see how far I can get into this fight. And we're just going to kill you because there's no other choice. Going to go up to this guy just in case he leaves opportunity attack. And attacks are done on disadvantage when they're at ranged. Yep, that's what I thought. Need to dish out as much damage as I can. I'll even use my reactions if I can. Somehow that missed. I mean, I know I have a high armor class, but still, such is not the point. There we go. Good. Unfortunately, that thing is looking at us, so... Wait, where's the one that we were... Ah, there you are. Name another one. Construct. Ah, disadvantage because of threatened. Fine. Bonus action. not threatened anymore. And they're under cover of protection. So, let's try this one more time. Detonation impending. Oh boy. It is probably going to move as close to us as it can, so let's just back away, shall we? I'm glad that they're all aiming for me. I've got very high armor class, but those that hit pretty hard. Both of us are down at this point. Yep, those things detonate from the looks of it. Still don't know why they do that. Those grappling hooks. Oh, they also have multi-attack defense. Son of a... Functioning shell of resistance. The micro... Oh. Any projectile fired at this character is sent back to where it came from. Gortash has immunity to thunder damage, resistance to physical and elemental damage for 1 turn. Alright, he doesn't seem to have any vulnerabilities, but invulnerability to fire, or immunity to fire and psychic. Resistance to quite a few other damage types. Lightning, cold, radiant, poison. Bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. Necrotic damage. That radiant one is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. It's got 4 different saving throw proficiencies. Dauntless. Can't be frightened. Advantage on intimidation checks. Ooh, the world. Incineration caster. Joy. Oh, joy. Charisma saves. Can't be disarmed. Oh, he's got magic resistance. That's good to know. Gain a +1 bonus to saving throw DC. And his unarmed attacks deal an additional damage. Good. Good to know. Karlach, you know what to do. Defensive attack. There we go. Another one. And another one. How is this one not done yet? Oh, that one's probably going to detonate next. You know what? I'll take my chances.
Cool.
Ugh. Alright, so once they get hit, they get maimed. Alright, we took one out. And a couple of small guys. Christina, I recant my previous comment. If I ever get here, I'm not fighting Gortash. I'll tell you guys a little bit about something in just a little bit. Can you Misty Step again or no? That's just once per something amount of rests, probably. Alright then. In that case, let's see, you... Can I go up here? Nope, that causes... Can I jump up here? Nope, that's also an opportunity attack. This one, this one, this one, and this one's slightly damaged, so let's just see how many we can clear out. Shoot. Alright. Soup. Alright. So there were 8 steel watchers in there, several flaming fists, and even a couple of steel watchers on different floors, and a whole host of flaming fists. I will admit there were 2 reasons why I did that. Oh, come on. So there were 2 reasons why I did that. Yeah, one was just out of wanting to know if I could do it, even though I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to. But a second one, though, now I know how Gortash fights. Now I know his strengths, now I know his resistances, now I know what to prepare for. He has no vulnerabilities, obviously, but he's immune to thunder and fire damage. He's resistant to necrotic damage, radiant damage, cold damage, lightning damage, but he's not resistant to force damage, I noticed. He's immune to psychic and poison, true, but force damage, that could be really useful. He is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
You will only invite his ire and your own death.
I'm well aware. But another reason why I did that is something that you need to know about this V2 model character, this star character, is remember how I told you that he lives a number of different lives, or rather, doesn't really live. He will travel to different dimensions, different planets. While he's there, he takes on an identity, and he lives through those people oftentimes. He lives through that identity. He's not faking it. He's still being himself. His characteristics may change ever so slightly, but in doing so, he sometimes lives on he sometimes watches alternate outcomes. It's very limited how far he can see into them without experiencing them for himself. But this is a very rare little power that he might be able to use. Why not explore one alternate timeline just to find out what would happen? Of course, he would still feel the pain of death if it takes him. But that doesn't mean he can't learn something from it. So, ladies and gents, we now know how Gortash fights.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
See, are you only able to find out an enemy's immunities and such when you're in combat? No. I can examine him right now and find out what all of these are. However, notice how he doesn't have all those resistances. You can always examine them and find out what base resistances, ability scores, and other abilities they have. However, you really don't get to see them in action unless you start combat, because he activated a couple of abilities that changed, well, everything that you see here. He had more resistances. He also buffs up his steel watch from what we saw. So, yes, now I know what to expect. Karlach.
Feeling better.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
Seemed like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat, oh for sure. Frankly, I can't wait to flatten him.
Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is?
Dear. Evidently not is right. When people are scared, they'll do whatever it takes to feel safe. Also, he's fed them a story that they believe. So, evidently not.
Guess I didn't notice till it was too late either.
Dear.
I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Yes, Lae'zel. Ooh, well said. Observe, learn, and use your enemy's abilities in your favor in combat.
Slow down.
Level 11. Lightning damage. Just what I was hoping for. Well, I know what I'm gonna get. The reason why I said no, not Shadowheart. Chain lightning. Oh yes, strike an enemy with lightning bolt. 3 more bolts will leap from the target, electrifying as many as 3 other enemies within 60 feet. That will deal a beautiful amount of damage when the time comes. She's being hunted by people who might deal radiant damage, so I'm just going to give that to them. Give that to her. Honestly, yeah, I think I'll give that to Gale. He needs that more. Alright, now that we've got our heading... I'm sorry, Karlach. Now that we've got our heading... Oh, return to Misora? Why? Alright, I'll return to Misora, then I'll return to my camp. What do you want, Misora?
What's up for discussion?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Wyll's father relocated.
Alright. Where's he been taken? Well, that was fast. I thought Gortash would have more use for the Duke in Wyrm's Rock. Yeah, exactly, that was fast.
I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
What I want to know is, why is nobody staring at you?
Good as dead. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something, don't you? I'm not giving up on the Duke. Tell me what to do. You know something, don't you?
I know enough. Let's talk to Wyll in your camp. Work something out.
Sounds good.
The Duke's life depends on it.
Yeah, why is nobody staring at you in this room? Do they just not see you, or are you using some kind of illusory magic to make it look like your person?
Every Duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical.
I like the way you think.
Is all that boot kissing you've been doing?
Oh, dang.
You hear? Milady says Absolute's army's on the march. Those watchers will hold the line. You best believe.
Yeah, I best believe. Who'd have thunk? Alright then, so here we are, Wyrm's Rock. Let's just head out, go to the other side. Hope that there's a...
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Let's hope that there's a little teleportation circle up there as well. Does this take me to the lower city, or does this take me to somewhere else? Oh, this takes me to the lower city, yeah! Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Finally, you're entering a different region. Venture forth. Yes! So... Alright, so Gortash has been spotted. Next, I need to go to my camp and see who is disguised as Orin. And of course, visit Misora, but first I want to make sure that I can go to the lower city, because there are a couple of things I want to buy there. Namely, I want to see if Araj is there. I believe they said that she's in one of the burgs in the lower city, and I want to see if she's going to sell a certain elixir again. A certain potion. Anyway... while we're here, I really hope that entering a new region at this point doesn't do what it did back in Act 1. So if we go to the mountain pass, you know, that place where we found the Githyanki Kresh, if we go there before rescuing Halsin, it'll trigger an event where the tieflings will be expelled from the Emerald Grove. That, and Halsin will die. So yes, I really hope that that doesn't happen here. Oh, here we are. Here it is. Oh, finally.
By order
Well, I'm not an animal. Plus, there's a lot of different things here. Oh, that's right. There's
Really won't feel it.
strange beggar lumber? Hang on.
Don't hold back.
That's...
Brace yourself.
What is happening over here? Logs Odilon? Bye, Larissa.
What? It's not good to bottle things up.
Good. Not good to bottle things up, apparently. Basilisk Gate. Oh, we're heading into the dirty part of town, aren't we? I just know it. Well, I hope that there aren't a bunch of people who are stupid enough to try and mug us. Like, we at least took down one steel watch and half of 2 others, as well as a few flaming fists. But still. Alright, let me just locate a little waypoint. Oh.
I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
The Elfsong Tavern? Is it the Emperor's old hideout? Elfsong Tavern. Wait, that's where we're gonna meet Bex and Danis. But they probably can't come in. Refugees weren't allowed.
Seems simple.
Man. I see. The only one who doesn't want a romance here is the doppelganger. Oh.
I think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for, my entire life. Loves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not, up with the times.
They're already talking about shopping for new clothes. Alright, girls, I'll spoil you in just a moment. Come on. Wait, Stormshore Tabernacle? This isn't where we're going. Oh, wrong building. Basilisk Gate. Yay, so there is one over here. Wow, Steel Watcher. Another Steel Watcher over here. Wonder who you are. Ah. It's over here. And once again we were reminded that Icy is the party dad. Yep, the party's dad. Just making sure everybody's taken care of. Okay, Baldur's Mouth? Wait a minute. That's north. Okay. That's why. There we go. Now the compass is pointed in the right direction. So all the way over here. What is with these earthquakes? Oh boy. Oh, that's beautiful though. A defeated Steel Watcher. How did that happen?
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks.
That is where I need to go. Yeah. Emperor's old hideout. Yes, yes, yes. Speak with the bookseller at Sorcerer's Sundries. I'll bring Gale there. There it is. Reach Cazador's Palace and find the Tsar Palace. And that's not it. Where is it? There you are. Find the Steel Watch. Is it gonna be so far? Alright, let's go visit this place first. Continue exploring the Elfsong basement. Alright, let's go back up then. Honestly, this place is kind of reminding me of that Kingdom from Tangled, Corona. Right. I know, it's not exactly iconic, this place, but still. Maybe it's all the flags everywhere. Let's go inside. All right. A I've made it inside, so now... Please tell me Dennis and everybody are still here. Dennis, Bex, no? Oh, but we... Oh yeah, we're level 10 now. Wait a minute, level 10? Cleric? She gets a certain ability at level 10. I need to respec her anyway. I can do that tonight. Do that as a little surprise after this, or after the stream, just so it doesn't take too much time. Here we go. This is a fancy booth, I'm guessing. Harvard, yeah, probably a fancier booth. Well, no familiar faces, sadly. Wait, there's one familiar face. Acrissa, yes, she made it! She made it!
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in.
I believe you and I had a bet.
Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached.
Didn't we make a bet in the Druid's Grove? You didn't think you'd survive, yet. Here you are.
We did, didn't we? Never thought I'd begrudge being alive. Alas, I've got nothing in my pockets but lint and disappointment.
Oh, sad day. I'm not going to ask for a kiss. Alright, perhaps I can help with that. I'd like to trade. Ah, never mind. I guess I don't need anything here. Alright, then let's see. Wait a minute, is Alfira here? If Lacris is nearby, typically those two were always next to each other.
Heading to the roof. Sort your own drinks in the meantime.
Heading to the roof, she says. Where are the stairs? Let's follow her. Double doors, they lead out to the city. Ah, here we go. Stairs. Please tell me that's not off limits as well. Nope. Guards standing right there. Thought, okay, please.
This is a crime scene. No admittance.
Oh.
Devella's finished her report.
Apparently there was a crime here. Anyway, for now, let's go ahead and go to our camp. Yes, Hala, some action definitely did happen while you weren't here. So, I was looking for Alfira. Oh well. Off to the camp we go. What in the... What is this? Oh, so our camp is in the city now. Just in the lower region. Wyll, what you got? There's a will, there's a way.
The tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Minthara to Wyll.
Ah, yep.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Minthara started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
She's up to no good, that's for sure. I have no idea, but I can't wait to find out. Tomorrow night, if lucky. Your father's involved, which means it's worth hearing her out. Where's Gortash? Where do you think Gortash has taken your father? You don't have a single clue? She's your patron, she's your patron, not mine. I do want to ask about that, because this guy's deity is a bit more on illumination, you know?
I couldn't even fathom a guess.
Enlightenment.
Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Minthara. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Minthara said you can say that what led to your pact and exile. It's time I knew the whole truth. Okay, chat, before we end the stream, we're gonna see Wyll's story. You ready?
Yes, but first a question. If your home
Maybe
were
not.
under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe. I wouldn't give up my soul if that's what you're getting at. The place could burn to cinder for all I care.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Oh, it's right. They're referring to actual D&D campaigns, that a lot of which take place here in Baldur's Gate. Descent into Avernus has been referenced a number of times in this game. Right. Namely, that city Elturel being dragged to Avernus. That's one of the main goals in that campaign. You're trying to take it back out of Avernus and put it on the main world. And I think you actually do in that game, potentially. But the tieflings are expelled from that city for their involvement in being infernals. So anyway, the cult of the dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. Boy, I need to end this stream if I can't talk all of a sudden. Let's try this. Ooh, The cult of the dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end? The Grand Duke left a mere boy in charge? That can't have gone well. Okay, just let him continue.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Wyll wants to show you what happened.
I'd like to see. No, Olivia, we did not win that fight, but I did learn how Gortash fights, so that was reason number 2, really. Well, reason number 1, honestly, why I wanted to do it. Reason number 2 was just seeing how many we could take down, how strong we were. And I found out several strengths and weaknesses they all have, so that'll be useful. But yeah, we got our butts kicked in. Allow Wyll to share his memory.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Missoura doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it? You're the heir of Duke Ravengard, of course. She just wanted you. And what about your father, Duke Ravengard, the Grand Duke? You took on 25 cultists on your own? I find that hard to believe. I kind of want to hear that.
I had Missoura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day.
Oh.
I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
She doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Is that how you lost? So, is that the real reason you lost your eye in the battle with the cultists?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Minthara replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
What about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Minthara had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
I see there's no hug option.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Minthara's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Well, even if making a pact was not the smart part, taking what you did for the city, though, was brave.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
I can refer you to a lot of girls in my chat that would absolutely love to beat you. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
And never mind. I might have to have him join me next time. Okay, so they're still here as well. Man, everybody is here. What's over here? There's a door up here? Where does that go to? Wait a minute, I can fly. Oh my goodness, there's a statue. There's an actual statue. True hero of Baldur's Gate, that's what it's called? And it's invulnerable. Oh man, I love that they've actually picked that armor too. This has been my favorite armor in the game. Maybe not entirely for cosmetics, but I love the 18 armor class, and I love the fact that it negates critical hits. But we'll see me get at least one other piece of armor for my chest, another for my gloves, and two big old swords that I'd like to keep. What is in here? A silver chalice and a silver plate. A piano, too. An ornamental piano. Not what I meant to do. Ah, dang. At least it's nice and rainy. Speaking of which, it's rainy, let's close the doors. This would actually be a really good room to meet people in, like speak in private. I mean, from a roleplay perspective, of course. Karlach. And Gale, Astarion. Okay, so... and Withers. You know what? I need to speak with somebody here.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
I guess I'll just see if anybody else is the doppelganger, but it's probably her.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Nope, but I'm sure that you see my memories, so let's not ask about what you just saw me fight a second ago. Where's Arabella gone?
The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
Nope. Other than, what are you?
Fate spin.
Dost thou require a new ally?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Let's try this. Focus on the divine energy I feel. Forbidden knowledge. Again, there's that nice little bonus that I got from the forbidden book. Let's try this. Maybe. Oh, I'm not gleaming anything from him. Nope. Yeah, fat chance I'm gonna reach that. Let's try one more time. Nope. Just barely. Oh well.
There is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
So he does have divine energy. He's got to be Jurgle. He can't just be an avatar of Jurgle. He's got to be Jurgle.
Takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
I also love Wither's Old English speech, Brittany. And... alright, I guess I can't speak with him. Astarion?
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight.
That's
you can
right.
forget just how much color there is in the world.
That's right. As a vampire, he couldn't go out in the daylight. That's gotta feel good. Are you alright?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
You can go ahead and feed on me tonight.
I was so hoping you'd say that. Until...
Alright, want to discuss that astral touch tadpole. What do you intend to do about Cazador's ritual? Worried about Cazador finding out you're back? I'll save most of this for next time. I'll let Wyll's ending be the... I'll let the next couple of cutscenes be the ending of this session, but...
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
And how will you strike, exactly? You won't be alone. This is genuine curiosity, not being sassy.
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show.
Of course.
But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
I'll talk to him about the rest of these topics next time. There is a dang statue. They actually made a statue. Yes, to answer the... Yes, Jen, I definitely will pet the babies. Pet the babies. Jahira? Who's the doppelganger?
To watch you tell the Archduke exactly where to put his alliance. One cannot embrace a viper, only get entangled by it. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their defenses. Good. Gederick thought he was safe too.
And what do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp?
A harper learns to gout, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not.
I'm just checking around for the doppelganger.
We
Chat.
can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
Yes. How are you faring without the Harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, Jen, but I don't know for certain. Maybe it does. A doppelganger can only get your identity if they know your name. You might be confusing that for a devil, how you can control them if you know their name. Or a fae, perhaps, if they know yours. Oh well, I don't know. I'd like to hear more about those old days. Experience will be an asset.
A kind way of saying, ye gods, I hope her dusty bones don't break at the first blow. Fear not for me. I will try my very best to keep up.
Oh man, Jaehaera. entertaining woman. Dame? Or Aelin?
Come to
Isabel?
bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Amber, if the doppelganger is either Scratch or the Bebe, I think that the other Bebe would let us know. Think about it. Something would be off about the first furball. Plus, they would not survive this camp. Either we would all die, or the doppelganger would die if it turns out that they killed either Scratch or Owlbear and took their place. How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Of course. Team Wild Wings, we got it. Just don't die next time. Should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together. Yeah.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Yeah. Gold and silver Aasimar. Yep. I love her wings too. Isabel?
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
There was a note I left with him. One that you left for him. It was very clear that one good part of him is still with him. You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. I feel like there's a great deal about you haven't told me. Aren't you sad about your father's fate? I do want to ask this before we go.
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Hardly. I believe in infatuation, but maybe it's because I haven't experienced it myself. Love and lust hourly. They added that as a bard option of this game. Certainly believe you were starstruck, at least.
You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
You think the... Oh yeah, the note you left on his body. You can actually give it to her if you took... I don't know if you can give that note to her, Hala, but my natural instinct was to simply, if I stripped him of all his stuff, you know, stuff to actually use, would have given him that back. Montserrat. The doppelganger was Cthulhu with the red star catfish. You'd think that somebody like me, I'm never going to get over that. You'd think that somebody like me who grew up in the age of pre-internet days, you know, before the internet, I was there when the rules of the internet were written. For pity's sake, like, one of the rules of the internet is all the dudes on the internet are actually just girls. I mean, this was in the early days, of course, in ye olde days.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't
You'd
expect
think I
it
would
to
have
be so
expected that, though, with
outrageously
Mr. Cthulhu.
ordinary.
Yeah. Voss has gone underground. He'll be waiting for us there.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
How does it feel to be the protector of the Githyanki egg? Didn't we already
An
ask this?
unhatched Githyanki egg should be the... And yet, keep it close. And don't
Yeah, we
you
have
dare
asked this.
pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
We did ask about this. All right. Well, Minthara, not a doppelganger, are you?
Murder, oppression, conspiracies. This city has its charms, after all.
Oh, man. It's an impressive place. There's danger on every corner.
My mother visited during one of her grand tours of the surface world. She claimed the streets were almost as varied and full of danger as those in Duthcloim. Huh. I never believed her until now.
You seem also entertained. Curious about your thoughts regarding Raphael's deal. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. It is already living up to the legend.
I will come back to that again later. First, there's a furball that's in need of some attention. Two furballs, in fact. A featherball and a furball.
Smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
Hey.
Ooh, more.
Stay here, little furball. And scratch. Scratch, hold still. Oh man, Scratch is just playing. There you go. He's playing around.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Ah. Who's a good boy? 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 Thor wags his tail when I say that. You are a good boy. You are a good boy. You're the best boy. Good boy. Alright. To the game. Yeah, he knows I'm talking about him. Wow. I love this new camp layout. All the way down here. Does that mean Halsin is somewhere around here? He's up here, probably? Oh, Halsin's right here. He sadly doesn't have his tent anymore. There's not enough room. Shadowheart? Talk to you in the night.
Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Wyrm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
It's good to be back.
I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
We can hope. Oh boy, after all this day,
Of course.
I'm gonna need something to at least lift
Well,
my
don't
spirit.
stand in ceremony. Come here.
Love that response. Don't stand in ceremony. Ah, good girl. Alright, let's end the night. Oh, nope. First.
That took the edge off.
Oh yeah, whenever she heals somebody, she gains Bless for 2 turns. Alright. End the day, get a cutscene. Yeah, chat, laugh away. You saw me reaching for that kiss again. Wyll? And here's the Muck Mamacita herself. What is esto pactime? Oh, grievance.
Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Chat. This bitch.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
Please, introduce me to your friends.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Really?
Your
I don't
parasite
recognize
links
them.
with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Wyrm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Jeez, Mizora pulled the short straw when it came to looks. Jeez, Christina.
Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Jeez, Christina, we're really trying to burn the devil here. I didn't know you could burn a devil like that. What are you proposing? Then break it already. Will doesn't need to wait 6 months. Alright. Remain silent.
Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Wyll. The cost must be paid. Wyll Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Wyll.
I just realized I gave Karlach a matching outfit as Gortash's.
You asshole!
Choose.
What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact? Well, I'll just respec him as a paladin, and probably as a archfey warlock. I'm just saying, I've got a good friend of mine, pretty much a sister, who mains as an archfey and sometimes a bard, and she seems to get along with her archfey a lot well. I mean, at worst, he's a bit of a mischievous little brother energy, but besides that, at least she keeps her soul. Okay. Save your father, Wyll. The city will need him to help rebuild. Do the right thing. Give your soul so your father can live. No. Break the pact, Wyll. You deserve your freedom. Let your father die. The city's free. You can take his place. What will happen to Wyll's power if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Must be avenged for his Soulbinder's detention. Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain. Good. Let your father die. When the city's free, you can take his place. Break the pact, Wyll. You deserve your freedom.
Damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat Ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Aw, shoot, is she stuck in our camp? She is. I just got an achievement. Luke will break Wyll's pact with Minthara. Pity's sake. And she's... Why'd you have to appear right in front of me, Minthara? And next time, buy the whole dress! Holy, that woman needs to be put in her place. Oh, she will, Hala, she will. Maybe Minthara makes deals to try and get men in her life because she can't on her own, Christine. Shoot! Yup, chat. The vicious mockery being thrown around. I mean, it's deserved.
What to do?
Okay. Wyll?
Gods. I spent 7 years choked by Minthara's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Oh, it's a little late for remorse, don't you think? You are your own man now, Wyll. It's better this way. Fantastic power play with your father gone. You can rise up and take his place. I thought you never regretted taking the pact.
I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever nonsense Minthara fed me. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Oh, man. Now we quite literally have an angel and a devil in this camp. 2 angels and devils, technically. I know Wyll's becoming one, technically. Your father's not dead yet, Wyll. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Well, what's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain.
All right then. Minthara, I hope you don't mind. It's just, you know... Minthara, I hope you don't mind. It's just, got somebody right here that I need to say... Who wore it better?
Wyll
Oh no.
sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the pact is worth it to him.
Well, sweet girl, I think we need to end this day on a right
Just the
note.
one?
For now. Oh, she's doing the favorite one. The tease, this beautiful little tease. Oh, you sweet girl. Pardon, Minthara, I know you would. It looks like she's sulking. Oh yeah, now you straighten up, now that I'm looking at you. Gee, I'm sorry, you said that you wanted to stay. I hope that that wasn't bothering you. Seeing the true charming riz that this sweet good girl has, and in a dress that... Oh, I'm sorry, was that bothering you, seeing somebody wear it better and perform it and walk it better too? Let me rephrase that. I don't suppose that was just that was irking you a little bit, seeing somebody who wears it better suddenly walk it better too? Hey, just remember, you didn't sign a pact. You can leave whenever you want. Why is everybody kneeling? Is everybody's taking a knee for Wyll? I feel that. Man. Welp, it seems that we are ending the night on that note. Where's the bed? Oh, backpack. What's in here? I love that, knowing that there's a loot goblin here, a loot dragon in here, they had to bar up this door. I'm sure that wasn't accidental. Right, where are the beds? Need to end my night. I guess I can just end my night this way. Someone in camp still wishes to speak with me? Oh, who? Let's see. Oh, Gale.
A private word would be nice.
We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
That was all you had to say?
Time and again, Wyll's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pact, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
She does have the ability to phase through my wings from the looks of it, Autumn. Alright. So that's all he wanted to say. Just wanted to claim the... Just wanted to say, we need to claim it. We need to claim the crown for ourselves. Still, I don't know where the beds are located. Oh well. Is that? Yeah, that's the little chapel I went to. Yeah. Hey, little featherball and fuzzball. Alright, I guess we're eating the cinnamon rolls today. What?
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. Its rebellion against Orin and Gortash has been fierce, even as it executes their final orders. Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
You seem troubled.
An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
Yeah, Olivia and everybody else who missed last time. That red-haired guardian, who we named Red Star. That's Red Star. Red Star was an illusion. This was the person who was actually protecting us, using Red Star as a means of gaining our trust. I'm haunted by memories, they are relentless, I can think of nothing. No one else. What? What do you think of?
Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you.
So, this is an actual character from Baldur's Gate, the D&D campaign. I believe it was Descent into Avernus. The line, apparently Duke Stelmane referenced a source, and it was implied to be a mind flayer. So now we're actually, if anybody played that one, in general, doubt anybody here has, I haven't even, well, this was her contact. Was it more intimate? Did you manipulate her like you manipulated me? How so?
In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
Need a hug? Oh man.
I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome.
Out of all the different NPCs they allowed us to give a hug,
soulless
him.
husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
Thank you for sharing that. Don't let your guard down again. I know you're trying to manipulate me. It's not working. I know what you are. Thank you for sharing. I'm just gonna keep that in the back of my mind, though. He's... What?
You have shown me great empathy. We are closer now. Close enough, I hope, that I can ask you to reconsider your position regarding your physical form. I
It
know
really
it
was
is
just
no
trying to
easy
manipulate
choice
me,
for you,
but...
But we will have a far better time ridding the city of Gortash if you accept just a touch of illithidness.
I thought he was going to try to be a little bit more subtle about it.
Our chances against it greatly improve the more illithid we both are. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Yeah, the one time we're allowed to give a hug and I don't want to give it. Alright. I'm pretty sure there's one other cutscene. After all, we have to deal with that doppelganger. So I'm just going to do an... Oh! I'm first going to heal myself. Who's that over there walking? Ah, everybody's just walking back to their normal places. First and foremost, let me just make sure to... Put this with the other fruit. We ate the cinnamon rolls too. Alright. Now where is that necklace? Here you are. Let me just remove that bloodless condition. Oh, that's right. Susser flower's preventing me. I might have to use that Susser flower on Gortash. Because apparently I can still smite, I think, while that's going. Anti-magic field. I might be able to. Alright. Anybody want to speak with me? Nope. Alright, let's just leave, go back, do another little long rest, and I have a feeling... Illithidness? I'll stick with my humanness. Yes, exactly, Autumn. They need to put a hug option for every character, for real, Hala. And to answer your prior question, Hala, as to when the next session will be, it'll be Tuesday. Don't be surprised if you suddenly see one Monday. If it is, it'll be a short one, but yeah, Tuesday. And I'll post a little link for that as well when it comes. Who is over here? I want to see what's in this room.
No time for playing with cats, especially lazy lumps that won't catch rats.
Is there a cat back here? Huh. Somebody playing with a cat in the kitchen. Ah. Yeah, just this place. Okay. Everybody's just standing around. Why are they... They looked like they were in sync for a second. They are in sync. You think they know each other? They're just like, okay, forward, then right, then left, then sway, drink, put away. They're like, look, now everybody's staring at us. I'm like, I don't think it's for the reason you might think. We'll end on this because if they're saying that there's a doppelganger at the base, there's probably going to be one last little cutscene. And then we'll go ahead and end the stream. Oh.
Queen Vlaakith. Skva!
You are a Karlach, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Karlach, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
I'm betting on the latter.
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, Commander of Dragons, my only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I will not have her kneel. Connect with Lae'zel's parasite. Commander of Dragons, this is your destiny. Stand your ground. Don't fall for Vlaakith's lies. Keep silent. I truly hope that she does what I think she'll do. I mean, I know she'll do it, but I'm just saying
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death! I will consume you! I will unmake you!
Your tantrum already reveals how little power you have left. Go back to the crypt. That's our girl. That's our Lae'zel. There you are. You have every right to hold your head up. Exactly.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Connect with Lae'zel's parasite and explore the furthest reaches of her emotions. Consider Lae'zel's past and present. What is the true source of her resentment? Your own regent is terrorizing you. You have good reason to hate her. Ignore it and keep faith in Orpheus. He'll give you everything you wanted. Can't explain how you feel. Honestly, I can't, but I can at least empathize. I'm gonna need that. Thank heavens.
Loss. It permeates every corner of Lae'zel's mind. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
You're grieving the future you'll never have. Vlaakith took everything from you. Your own regent is terrorizing you. Yep. You're grieving the future you'll never have. Vlaakith took everything from you.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies.
Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
You've been quick to pledge yourself to Orpheus' cause. What about your own needs and wants? Vlaakith promised to make you but sounds impressive. What next?
Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again.
What next?
We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tafki Nazin.
Thor's doing well today, Jessica. Thank you for asking about him. Vlaakith promised to make you. I'd like to talk about Orpheus. All right. Proud of you, Lae'zel. Yep, I wish we could hug the Toad Princess. She's still skulking. She is. She's just looking over at Shadowheart. Oh, yeah. Now you straighten up. Of course. Yeah, you weren't at all skulking whatsoever. Oh, man.
I can still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean.
You mean Shar? Forget it. Her spite can't hurt you now. So what do you want to do about it? I'm sorry.
You've nothing to be sorry for. Far from it, in fact. Without your help, things could have ended very differently for me. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help.
Of course.
Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little.
Down by the coast? Is she getting over her fear of water? She told me that she had a fear of wolves, and that she got over that, and that she can't swim. And she loves night orchids, and we gave her one of those. What in the world? Sweet stone. Affected entity is blessed by their own depiction in stone. It gains a +1 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws? No way! Yeah, this thing gives me a... I love this. I love this game. So that's... The statue gave me a permanent bless. So now I get an extra D4 to all attack rolls and saving throws. Beauty. Yeah, keep sulking. Alright then. Well, guess we'll just have to end the night. Is Shadowheart gonna get over her fear? Ah, just a package, of course. Oh, I guess I should have dressed up too. Whoops.
This will do. Take off your clothes.
Hold up. I might just have to... Now, I do have the nudity turned off in this game, but just making sure that YouTube isn't... Heck with it. I never said I was coming in with you. I didn't bring anything to swim in.
Neither did I.
Dear.
Come on then. We've already come this far.
Well, I've got Alt F4 ready just in case it shows too much. Alright. You first. I did a you first last... No, I didn't. I think I did tell her you first last time. So, let me be first this time. I better not give a full moon. We've already got one moon out. Well, they at least got the physique right.
A little misdirection. Couldn't resist.
Well, so much for that. The Alt 4 did not kick in quick enough. Okay, so it looks like we're ending the stream right there. I could have sworn I had it turned off, so there we go. Could have sworn I had it turned off, but I guess I'll have to just check this. I reset the settings last time I updated the graphics card. They wouldn't have returned it back on, would they? Still, YouTube, don't nuke the thing. Anyway, what a heck of a way to end this thing on. All right. What a heck of a way to end this session on. Okay, thank you, chat, for joining us today. Shadowheart gets over her fear of water and being unable to swim and develops a new stigma for 2 moons at night, apparently. Now we see why she starts following Selûne, the goddess of the moon. Anyway, ladies and gents, I will be sure to... Yep, I will be sure to start the stream again on Tuesday. And thank you all for joining us. What the heck kind of an ending was that? Oh man, as if the description wasn't awkward enough going for an outdated meme template. Ladies and gents, this is Icy Narrates, and that was one heck of an interesting ending. Thank you, I'll see you Tuesday. Bye.